Yo, DJ Pone coming at you right now with a late night episode of Aggressive Recon.
Yo, what up, Battlefielders? How you doing? It's been a little while. Yeah, that's right. Take your time, sit down, relax. It's gonna be a fun ride. I want to talk to you guys about the importance of recon/sniper balancing for Battlefield 4. Again, I've never played it. I don't know how well it is, and even so, it's been the beta. If you guys don't remember the giraffe necks, anything that we've experienced so far may not be any sort of remotely close to what we're actually going to experience. So I want to talk to you guys about my opinions on it and try to squash a couple things because so many people feel that sniping needs to be realistic. Understand, we're playing a video game where you can knife somebody in the heart or shoot somebody in the skull and sever the brain, and they can still be revived by a couple paddles. You know what I'm saying? These games aren't meant to be realistic. They're supposed to be balanced at best. And that's what I want to talk about in this game right here. Now, gun balance is one of the most important things to any game. I do believe that games purposely are designed to leave overpowered weapons to give an advantage to people that want to feel that they're playing better than they should be. And I'm not saying that to disrespect anybody, but they give those in the game for as a crutch. For example, for the same reason Call of Duty always had death streaks for bad players to get rewarded. So it didn't actually turn out to be an ass whooping. They had a little bit of redemption and they felt like they were doing better than what they really were. So that's one of the reasons why I have a feeling that games intentionally put in overpowered weapons. A lot of times people feel that sniping is overpowered, and Battlefield 3 really cut back on it because they thought BC2 sniping was a little too aggressive. I, on the other hand, disagreed. I think BC2 was just right, and I think I know exactly how they need to balance these snipers out and do them accordingly. And I'm going to compare this to something, and I don't want people to get upset with what I'm comparing it to because it's actually an inferior game, and that is Black Ops 2. I enjoyed Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was one of the better CODs. Still does not make it great, and still does not put it on the same level as Battlefield 3 or BC2, not even close. But it had one thing right in that game, and that, to me, for the most part, was balanced snipers. Now, the problem is, in Battlefield, it's supposed to be a little bit more tactical. I'm not saying realistic, I'm saying tactical, where people sit back on rocks 800 meters out and try to hit a guy. I'm sorry, but if I hit anybody moving with bullet drop, suppression, and everything else in factor in this game, and I so much as hit the dude in the big toe, I better get that kill, because that's not easy to do. So they have to judge, well, we can't really just let somebody shoot somebody in the knee, get the kill for it. Realistically, you shoot me anywhere, and I'm going to be on the ground like a big pussy, like, yo, time out, can I get 2 minutes? I need to, oh, it hurts so fucking bad. So, it's not going to be realistic, because we, just face it, would be a big wuss. So it's not going to be like what you would expect. When it comes down to it, they're going to try to balance it as best as possible. So I understand when you hit the arms, the limbs, the legs, anything like that, shoulders, it shouldn't count as a one-shot kill no matter what weapon you're using. Realistically, you'd lose all of that if it was a 50 cal, but in a game, it doesn't need to be like that. Now, in COD, what they did with Black Ops 2 is they had a gun, both of which were beasts, both of which were capable of one-shot kills, but because of the different calibers and because each one of them was supposed to be better than the other, they were supposed to have advantages and different advantages, which is something that you deal with Battlefield, because there's so many guns, but they still just try to tweak little things about it, make it different. So there was one gun that was a one-shot kill from the waist up, meaning anything above the groinage on up was a one-shot kill, short of the arms, shoulders, and everything like that. So head, chest, and waist counted as a one-shot kill. The next most important rifle in the game was a chest up, meaning about 1/3 of the full body was capable of being a one-shot kill. So it was a little bit smaller of a margin for the chance with that weapon than the other one, but that's how it balanced out. And I think the difference between those, I don't really remember, it may have been ammo capacity or something, but they did that pretty properly. Semi-auto should not be doing it. Like in Call of Duty, their big flaw is because it's so close quarters, they actually have semi-auto, almost fully auto weapons if you spam it quick enough. That can one-shot kill people without a headshot. That was where they messed up right there. But I think if they were doing it proper with their bolt actions, because of the delayed rate of fire and everything like that, it's important to allow the one-shot capability. So if I'm sniping a guy, the one reason you don't see too many people nowadays doing it properly, from way back when actually trying to cover, is because real sniping is not done in Battlefield because of the lack of one-shot kill ability. That is what complicates things. People don't like that, and people, they need to balance it properly, because I know it's so hard to hit people from range, people don't do it anymore. So I think they need to tweak it properly so that sniping is meant to be sniping, yeah, but it also needs to be realistic to the point, I can't say realistic, but I guess tactical. I mean, realistic is also true. If I'm using a rifle like this at point blank and hit you in the chest, you need to die. I mean, my rate of fire is going to sacrifice it. You got 5-man squads coming up. odds are I shouldn't survive 5 other dudes. So that is my problem. That's the limit. That's the limitations, is you shouldn't be aggressive because you're going to, at any moment, have a couple people spawn. And with your rate of fire and including your accuracy and everything in there, all the things at your disposal, you're going to be suffering because that's not something you're supposed to be dealing with. Those aren't good odds in your favor. So I think that proper sniping needs to be balanced in Battlefield 4 to set a good game because people enjoy sniping. Not a lot of people enjoyed sniping Battlefield 3, not near as much as they did in BC2. And I think they need to tweak it. They need to get it a little bit better. And I think that's important for any game to be successful. People love shotguns because they love the close quarters and interaction. And to be personal, sniping and shotgun kind of gameplay is probably the most sought after type of ways of playing in these video games because they allow you to do different things. They give you this rush, this adrenaline, this pulse that makes you feel a little bit more achieving. It's not just a full auto weapon that everybody is using. You got to get in close for shotguns, and you need range with rifles. And you feel a little bit more of a reward when you get to play like that, or when you actually take something that's meant for range and use it in close quarters and do it successfully, you feel like you achieve something. It also adds a different aspect of fun, because eventually fully auto weapons get boring. So I think it's extremely important that you balance sniper rifles. If of all the classes in the game, that should be the one thing that people really need to focus on in any FPS. So I want your opinion. I want to see what you guys think about this. If you guys have any other ideas or what you think would be good to balance it, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Click that like button. Let a brother know that you care about it. And have a good day, guys. Stay moist.